welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your tarot readings for April the 20th through the 26th. I'm actually recording this on the 20th. I was sick for 3 weeks, so I am trying to catch up on everything. So please forgive my tardiness. This is taking longer than I anticipated. So I did record the astrology report separate, and I will give you the I will put the link for the astrology report underneath in the show more section. So let's go to your cards. I have meditated and shuffled these cards off screen, but let me just adjust this light. That's better. All right. This is for Libra. Libra, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Libra through these cards for the 20th of April through the 26th? 3 cards for Libra, please. There's 1. 2 more cards for Libra. There's 2. And 1 more card for Libra. Oh, wait, there you go. Oh, lovely. I love that. All righty then. Now, these are your clarifying cards. So let's clarify. This is for Libra. Libra, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Libra through these clarifying cards? Please clarify the 7 of Swords. 2. Please clarify the Page of Cups. And please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. There we go. Okay, Libra. Let's go to your first card. The first card out for you, Libra, is the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords indicates some kind of deception going on. Now, this can be somebody lying to you. It can be you lying to yourself. Listen, denial is so powerful. When we lie to ourselves, we really believe it because it's in our voices, right? And our perception, it's crazy. Hold on, let me just do that with the light. So, look, what I'm getting here is that there's so much information out there that we really need to be discerning about attaching a particular opinion to any information that comes our way. We have to remain open. And we also have to be very honest with ourselves. And a lot of people are going through a turmoil this time. Listen, check out the astrology reading, which is, the link will be below for information on what's happening this week astrologically in the celestial sky and how to navigate through that. Look, the 7 of Swords comes in, someone's going to get caught. Listen, if somebody's stealing from you or if someone's not being honest with you, this will come up and you will find out. And if it's you that's been in denial, painful as it is, you will have an epiphany and you will see it clearly. You're going to see the truth. Now, whether you ignore it or not is up to you. But look, we are being forced to face reality. Pluto is forcing us to change and transform, and we can't do anything about it. Now, we can surrender to the changes that are coming up for us, and in doing so, we will evolve. But if we are fighting against those changes, then we we can end up in despair. So this is a time to open your eyes and wake up and take the action that's required. I am really getting that in a strong way, Libra. There's action to be taken and you've got to take it. Now, clarifying the Seven of Swords, there are two cards. The Seven of Pentacles and the Knight, the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I really think that you need to look at your finances and how you've been conducting business or your spending habits. This is a time, Pluto's going retrograde, this is a time to look at where we are, where we need, what we need to change and where we need to change and how we need to change and are we empowering? We have to empower ourselves during this time. We really have to look at our destructive behaviors. And look, the Seven of Pentacles is saying it's time to evaluate, to assess. So we have to go in and we have to see. I'm really getting that this is about finances for you, Libra. He's a farmer and he has toiled in the fields and he is taking a moment to look at the fruits of his labor, and he's assessing what does he need and what can he reinvest. And this is such a time of looking at what is essential in our lives. It's not about what we want, it's about what we need. It's the wasting is done. And if we don't wake up to that and we don't acknowledge how much we've wasted and what we have and how we are destroying the planet, right? And I'm saying that because Pentacles are all about the planet, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. He's the Green Knight. He doesn't waste his energy. His goal is to create more wealth, right? But he's not in a rush to do it, and he's not greedy. He's going to do it. He's going to work for it. He's going to take small strategic steps forward. So he's not going to, run in and take risks. This is not a risk-taking time. This is a time to really plan. He's a planner, and so is he. He's really assessing what in the past has worked and what hasn't. And it's really about us all taking responsibility for our actions in the past to change going forward. Pluto is about transformation. There's a lot going on. There's so much going on astrologically. Anyway, click on that link because that'll illuminate some of the issues going on. So what you're being asked to do with these three cards is you are being asked to come out of denial. How have you been living? What is essential to you? What makes you happy? What is really important to you? We are now looking at a world that has totally changed, will never be the same again. We can't unexperience what we have experienced in this pandemic, right? And Pluto's about pandemics. Pluto makes tiny things huge, massive. Made a tiny little virus massive, didn't it? The impact was humongous. And now Pluto's going retrograde. So this is a time for us to assess, to go within, to, yes, go forward, but strategically and plan our steps forward and really start looking at what we need to do differently. And the next card out for you is the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is a messenger, here to give you a message. And it's an emotional message. And that is represented by her standing very steadfast with a big wave coming over her, right? So there's major emotions coming in. We have all this emotional feelings, and this message, and she depicts this message by just standing there very placid, and very firm. And this new moon in Taurus, right, is all about being still within the storm. How to remain still in the storm is through meditation, right? Being mindful, stopping the chatter, stop hearing that blah, 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 we're going to die, nothing's going to be the same, we're going to starve, be homeless, everything's, we're doomed, it's the end of time. A lot of people are going through that, and a lot of people have experienced loss of work, loss of funds, money, loss of people, the biggest loss of all, right? Loss of our loved ones, loss of freedom. A lot of loss. We're all feeling that. We're, tapping into this collective sadness. So we need to raise our vibration. We need to raise our consciousness, come out of denial, see everything for what it is, and meditate, because in meditate there is peace, right? When you meditate, you tap into that unending peace, harmony, and unconditional love that resides within all of us. And when enough of us feel that peace, right, that peace of mind, that peace, knowing, acceptance, surrender to what is, we can come out of that and we can spread that peace around. And we can, then we can strategize, right, and plan and make small steps forward to see what is it that's essential in our lives. How can we move forward in this new world? Because it is a new world. We will never see the same thing. Life will never be the same again. And clarifying this, the Page of Cups, and I have to also say that pages are messengers, but they're also indicators that we are ready to move on to the next phases of our life, the next phase of our life. Now, clarifying the Page of Cups is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about seeing the past through rose-tinted glasses, looking at the past as that was an innocent time. And yes, we can all do that. Lament about what was happening just a few months ago, where everyone was at work, everyone was busy. We were all busy destroying the planet through everyday activities. This is the time to look at that. Look at how the one amazing thing is how the planet is really rejuvenating. And this is nature's way. Stay inside, stop killing this planet. We are like the pandemic that's attacking all of us. We are like that to our planet. We are viruses on this planet destroying our host. I don't mean to get on my soapbox, but we really need to look at that. I mean, it is dire. And it's so beautiful to see the planet rejuvenate in such a short period of time without, with us not destroying it. It's amazing. I mean, we're still, doing a bit, but we're not out there slaughtering it every day. And so the Six of Cups, look, this is about looking back, but this will not help you emotionally. So it's okay to look back. And it's, excuse me, it's really good to look back to see what we can learn from the past to go forward. So yes, it's like this, assessing. So if you're going into the past, assess how you lived, what you did, and figure out what you need to change, because Pluto is about power and control, and our governments are going to go through an overhaul. Things are totally changing. Banking systems changing. There's a lot going on. I mean, check out the astrology. I couldn't do it in these videos because it would have been way too long. But it's fascinating. So yes, visit the past to assess your behavior in the past or your life. Who do you need to release? What behaviors do you need to release? What people, what places, what is it that you need to change to go forward? And probably a lot of us are going to have to change how we made a living. We are going to have to look at new ways of doing that. So we have to, during meditation, we get downloads from the ethereal realm. We get ideas, inspiration. That's how we get it when our monkey brain is not going blah, 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 blah. When that's quiet, we hear these brilliant ideas. We're like, wow, why didn't I think of that before? I'm really going to start looking at that. Now, the next card out for you, darling, is the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. And the Wheel of Fortune, I always like to say, it's turning in your direction. I always think of that song when I say turning in your direction. I'm gonna make you love me. Oh, yes, I will. That's my Wheel of Fortune song. I'm sorry about that. But the Wheel of Fortune is forever turning, right? And when it shows up in a reading, usually it means that the Wheel of Fortune has been down and it is about to come up in your direction. So this is a really amazing opportunity for you to come up with the Wheel of Fortune. It's coming in your direction. Hang on to that Wheel of Fortune, because it comes up and then it goes back down again, and then it comes up and it goes. So that's life, right? Life is all about waves. Nobody's life is like this. If it was, it would be flatlined. It's not even, that's flatline. You're dead, right? Flatline's dead. When there's waves, there's life. You go up, you go down, you appreciate the ups, you learn from the downs, you appreciate the ups, you love, some people's lives are like that. That's mine. I have Uranus on my ascendant, so mine's like, bleh. And some people are like this, lapping along. But yes, grab a hold of this now. This is the thing. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune is the Two of Swords. And look, there's a moon there. There's a decision that you need to make. And this is what I got in my meditation before I started the readings today, is that this is about action. So I feel that your inability to take action will affect the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune. So you need to be in action. Now, I'm not saying you've got to run out, you've got to do things, but you do have to prepare. You've got to research. You've got to meditate. You've got to get downloads. You've got to be inspired to figure out what you're going to do next. Because a lot of people are just being insular, and they're just sitting there and they're waiting for this time to be over. But no, make it productive. Get out there, do something, put something out into the world. You can still affect humanity from a home. We do have the internet, darling, and we have a captive audience right now. The potential is amazing. So this is a blockage. The Two of Swords is a refusal to do anything, to see things, which is, the denial here. I'm really getting that. I don't think it's anyone kind of coming down and being dishonest with you. I think it's your denial. And this is you refusing to see the truth in a situation, and perhaps not taking the action that you need to take or make the decision, or just not refusing, because she's got a blindfold. She just refuses. And so she's sitting there stuck. So this is a time to move. It's a time to really look at what is going on. Look at you. Look at your life. Look at how you've given away your power, how you've abused power. Because Pluto's all about power. It's also about obsession too. So what obsessive destructive behavior are you engaging in, or have you engaged in? Are you manipulating people? Are you being manipulated? You've got to take the blindfold off, Libra, and take a look at things, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune. If you've got the blindfold on and not taking any action, you're going to miss out on this. You have a potential to really do amazingly well, but this is a time for assessment, personal assessment, and how you interact in the world. Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, please check that you are actually subscribed, because I've heard that YouTube are knocking people off the subscriber lists when they update their software. So I was told. I don't know if that's true, but please check. And please hit the bell so that you are aware when I do live feeds. I'm going to be doing more live feeds, and perhaps, you know, getting a little stronger, doing more videos about astrology and how it's affecting us, because that's my passion. Of course, I love the cards, because the cards are direct line to the ethereal realm. Also, you know, check on any of the links that are in this, you know, it'll be up here somewhere, for personal reading or chart interpretation or a transit. And also, please check out all the links below. All the links to the other videos will be below. Everything you need is below. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.